Hi, I'm Jeremiah. I've been going to church since I can remember. I'm older now and have a lot more decisions to make. Most of my friends have gone, but I've stayed. I'm good at a few things, but I'm still trying to find my place in life. So I'm going to take a look at some folks at church.
Well, I've been a door greeter here at Lighthouse Baptist Church for a long time, and I believe I'm one of the best greeters that this church has to offer. Oh, another visitor! Hey, come on in! So good to see you. Come on in. Hey, folks, good to have you. So glad. Hey, do I know you from somewhere? I don't know if you've been here before, but I'm sure we're always great to have visitors with you. If you'll, you know what Sunday school class you go to? You know anything about no church? Well, we have a class down this way that meets in the auditorium. We have a class over this way, and I don't know what's going on there, but we have other friends, very friendly. Sometimes I'll even greet them at the car before they get out the door. Hey, there's a visitor. I see a visitor. Got several awards. I got this pin right here for 75 years of service as a greeter, and come on in. So glad to have you. Wow, it's so glad you're here. Come on in. Glad to have you. Just park anywhere. Oh, come on. Where are you going? She'll be back. She must be going to get some more of her friends. Oh, there's another visitor. So good to have you. So glad you're here. Hey, what?
It's just so hard to stay awake in church, man. I mean, it's just like...
So, in our church, I'm like the go-to guy, I guess I wouldn't be go-to guy because I'm a girl, so go-to girl about prayer. Because my prayer life, everybody tells me, is just awesome. Because the Lord just answers all of my prayers. I just tell you, I pray it, and man, He answers it. And just let me tell you just a few. I had at one time, I had 12, we'll just make it 20, unspoken. And I tell you what, each and every one of those got answered. Just like that. All I had to do was pray about them, and I shared that in church, and everybody was just amazed that 24 unspokens got answered at one time.
If you guys could just pray for my grandma, she's in the hospital and she's really not looking too well. And
I have an unspoken. And then Mrs. Johnson in the church, she had this really nasty foot fungus thing, and I don't know if she wanted me to tell people, but I did anyway because that lady needed prayer. And so that prayer was answered.
Can you guys pray for my friend? He's not feeling so good. He's in the hospital right now with a bad, serious stomach ache, and they don't know what's going on.
So this one time, my great aunt's cousin's friend, their cat might have been sick, and so I asked for prayer for that in the church. And what do you know, the cat didn't get sick.
Didn't surprise me a couple weeks ago that Pastor asked me to become in charge of our music ministry here at the church.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Let's take this up a notch. That saves a wretch like me. You guys don't appreciate good music.
I mean, that was really a no-brainer for the position because of all the awards I've won.
Just did such a great job out there. I tried out for tour, and because I was so good and I made everybody else feel bad, they wouldn't let me be a part of that. But I'm just so privileged to be able to be a part of the music ministry. Music is so important. Sometimes I even think it's more important than preaching. I mean, right?
And I guess I will shout, tip me over and pour me out.
Here at the church, I'm known as the outreach leader, and we go out typically every Saturday, at least once a month as a church, and out of the 3,000 members, we usually can get 7 out there to do the Lord's work. But I figure while we're out there, we might as well try to make some extra money and corral some extra clients for my real estate gig, and hey, how you doing? It's Steve and Kobe with the local church down the road, and we're just out on visitation and wanted to invite you to our church.
Isn't it kind of late to be church visiting?
But anyhow, we're just wondering if you have a church you go to, and
I do.
You do. Well, that's good because well then maybe I can. Are you interested in buying this tie? Because Kobe, he's trying to make a few dollars for his college trip coming up, and if you're not interested in that, then I have some other things on my business card here that you may be interested in. And I'm not a crook. Okay, Kobe, that went pretty well, but that should probably stay between you and I. We really, that's probably not what we teach. Some things you teach things, and there's unspoken things, and that was one of those things. So, just really, that went pretty well, though, don't you think? I mean, not too bad for our first time out and as a team, but let's go up and try it again at this door and see if we have a little better reception to the Lord's work. And let's see if they'll even let us in this time.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, it's Steve and Kobe. We're with the church down the road. We were just wondering if we could come in a minute,
okay,
and
well,
if you don't have a church, can we come in for a minute?
No,
Would you mind
no.
if we just
Get out of my house,
just
weirdo!
for a second, we wanna. Hi, can we just take a minute of your time, please?
Freddie, call the police.
And if you could just give us a second, we may have something that we could sell to you. We got some other items too. If it's not just about church always. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I bring my children with me, and I make them do most of the work because I'm usually thinking about a deal I got going on, and it's the kind of thing that you really want to go out and reach people for the Lord, but there's so many distractions in this world that sometimes you're thinking about how can I benefit from this. And remember the last time we were here, this lady was really rude. She wouldn't even allow us to come in and talk to her for a few minutes, and then all that stuff we could have sold her, she didn't even know about it. She wouldn't even let us in. So we're gonna prank her tonight. We're gonna hit the doorbell, knock on the door, and then we're gonna skedaddle, and we're gonna show her not to mess with our church.
Okay.
Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3.
Would I rather be feared or loved? That's easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Excuse me, sir.
Get off!
Once I was playing Minecraft.
Hey! If you guys stop talking, I'll give you this $1. No more talking for the rest of the trip.
$1!
Hey, where are you guys going? Where are you going? Hey, come back here! Come back here! The kids are largely good, but, What are you doing? Come on, this is church! We're going to be Jesus! Come on! Going to church, whether you like it or not, boy! I've only lost like 4 or 5 kids in my entire career, and I've been driving buses for at least 6 months, okay? Get off my bus! You can't come on the bus! You're not tall enough! Go home! We burst in, throw a couple of flashbangs in there, we run upstairs, we get those kids, and we bring them to church, alright? We've only lost a few, but, Why are you always texting? We're trying to serve the Lord here! Can you please do something? For once, you too! Don't smile! This is serious!
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thanks for
You look so
having
pretty
me.
today.
Thank
I
you
like
so
your
much.
face.
Thank you.
Something about this just doesn't seem right. So many of these people are just doing what they want to do to get what they can get out of it, and that's not what I'm about. It's just searching so many places, and it's not finding what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to go back to my roots.
is such a blessing because it puts you around the people that have the same beliefs and the same love for Christ as you do. And even if you hit a low spot, a valley, the Lord brings people around you and comforts you with them and their walks and their testimonies and their paths. And it can help build you, and the Lord uses them as instruments to build you, and that you may take what you've learned from them and what you've learned from His good word and bring it out to wherever the Lord has called you.
First, the reason that I really do what I do is because it is what the Lord wants me to do. After I got saved, I knew the importance. I knew what God wanted me to do. He wanted me to become involved in His work. Jesus was always teaching, going about doing good things, and everywhere I was reading in my Bible when I got saved, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to let others see Jesus in me by what I did. The thing that really motivated me was realizing what Christ had done for me. He had said, and that was my biggest motivation, is to be like Christ.
Well, you know, there are lots of reasons that people try and serve the Lord, but I'll tell you this, that if you serve the Lord because of other people, they're going to disappoint you. If you serve the Lord to make money, that's not going to work. But if you serve the Lord because of what God's done for you, that's a lot closer to where I am. Because God's done so much for me. I was a mess. And when Christ came into my life, He changed my life. And after He changed my life, I wanted to do something for Him. What could I possibly do and go through that could compare to what He went through for me? So on the most difficult days, the most difficult times, it still can't compare with what He went through for me. And it keeps me from saying, that's it, I quit. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because He didn't quit. And He gave me everything. And I think it's a small thing to give myself to Him. He was perfect and gave Himself for me. I have lots of flaws. But I want to give everything I have to try and please Him with my life. And I guess that's probably it.
Maybe it's not what I do, but what God does through me that really matters.